Hey guys, good morning. I wanted to talk about leadership today and what it takes to be an effective leader, and what are some tips to basically lead a team, keep them motivated, and rally around a common vision or goal. Just to let you know a little bit about myself, I'm CEO of Smartify Services, a digital marketing agency that specializes in SEO, mobile app development, and graphic design. And so I want to give you guys a few tips and tricks on leadership. So, what is leadership? So, to me, leadership is all about empowering people you work with. So, when I work with my coworkers or my business partners, my idea is I don't put myself above anyone. The goal is to kind of like an upside down pyramid, empower them to reach their full potential. So one of the things about leadership, the starting point should be developing a vision for the team that's really compelling. For example, for my company, my vision's really simple. We want to simplify the digital marketing experience for our customers. And when everyone can rally around a vision that's very concise, very simple, and very attainable, so that's kind of like the broad vision, then you can really get people excited about your goal. And then another, besides your overarching vision and your values, you should have some measurable, specific SMART goals. What do I mean by SMART? It's an acronym. SMART means specific, measurable, attainable, and basically you want to make them realistic and time-bound. So the basic idea is, if you're going to set a goal, you want to make it achievable, you want to make it realistic, you want to make it measurable, and you want to make it time-bound. With leadership, when you set goals, make sure you don't set your expectations too high. Make sure that your expectations are realistic. There's this quote by Sun Tzu, the author of The Art of War, and it says, a battle is won even before it starts. So set yourself up for success by setting your expectations realistically, and even, I would say, conservatively, ambitious but conservative. I'll give you an example. For my team, we set a goal of, hey, let's achieve just 10 customers by the end of the year, or 120,000 in revenue. So the idea is it's time-bound. I said, let's set a goal by the end of the year. It's measurable, 120,000 in revenue, 10 customers. And it's realistic. We can do maybe one customer a month, add on an additional customer, and then we'll reach our goal. And so far, we've been on track. So one of the things is setting specific measurable goals. Now, how do you keep people motivated? How do you get them to get excited about their day and to want to contribute to your vision? Well, there's a few things. The number one thing, and I've learned this a lot from kind of reading, one of my favorite motivators is Richard Branson, and he's the CEO of the Virgin Group. He started Virgin Records, and that expanded into several hundred business ventures, ranging from the airline industry to the music industry to now with this space company, Virgin Galactic. So one of the things that Richard Branson says, people are kind of like flowers. You water them with praise and they flourish. So one of the things that I believe in my leadership style is, you have to figure out what people want, what motivates them, and then help them realize their life goals. Empower them, praise them, reward them both financially and emotionally, because you've got to reward people with compliments if they're working hard and they're delivering results. So from my experience, another way to motivate people is by giving them more ownership over their projects. Don't micromanage. So give them a challenge, give them a goal, and let them basically define the details. Let them figure out how to do it. Let them be creative. Let them create their own way. It doesn't mean you don't give them feedback and give them ways to improve it after they've thought of it, but give people the freedom to own their own projects, and you'll see a lot better results from my experience that way for managing teams. Let's see, what's another tip? Okay, conflict. This is pretty important because you're going to have team members that have conflicts. You're going to have conflicts with team members. Conflict resolution is key to the success or failure of business. What I encourage is when your team has an argument or there's disagreements, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. And the reason it's a good thing is you want the best ideas within your culture to go to the forefront and be implemented. You don't want, within your company, your organization, your team, you don't want groupthink or everyone kind of wanting to follow whatever the group, thinks to implement ideas and plans. You don't want the most popular ideas to succeed. You want the best ideas to succeed. So fostering a culture within your organization where people are comfortable to express their ideas, to express their opinions, even when they disagree, and to be just brutally honest about, their expectations, that really is essential to the success of your organization and the best ideas being implemented. Okay, so conflict resolution is key. Fifth thing is admitting you're wrong. So a lot of people view leaders as, have an unrealistic view of leaders or expectation that they're going to be right 100% of the time. Good leaders, when they make a mistake, when they do something wrong, admit it quickly, fix it, and move on. And it's not embarrassing to admit, I don't know, or it's not embarrassing to admit, hey, I got that one wrong, let me fix it. In fact, it makes you more authentic and real with your coworkers when you admit when you did something wrong. And in fact, I would encourage you guys to have, if you have a team, if you're working, or leading, or even a part of a team, to encourage discussions on how do we do better, how do we improve our competency, how do we execute well. Because those conversations are really key to constantly improving. And I'll give you guys an example. In the Navy SEALs, there was this one Navy SEAL that was interviewed, and they asked him, they said, so what's the mindset like of these elite soldiers? And he said, well, one of the things is we're always thinking of how we can do better to support the team. And he didn't say, I'm always focusing on how great I am and how perfect and skillful I am as a soldier. He said, I'm trying to think of ways I can improve continuously. And that's the idea behind true leadership, is it focuses on continual improvement. It's a process. It's a lifelong process. It's not a binary thing where it's like I'm successful or it's over, I'm done. No, it has to be a continual process. So that's what I encourage leadership. The other is lead by example, and this is the final point I'm going to make, is when you expect something from your coworkers, you better deliver or be willing to do what it takes to get it done on your end. I'll give you an example. I have a graphic artist. One of the issues was that we had a computer failure completely, just didn't work. So I went off, it's 8 o'clock at night, bought the computer, went over to his house, gave him the new computer, and he felt empowered to do his project. So till 5 a.m. he was working hard and he got it done. And it's one of the, this guy's a hero, Joel. He worked hard on the project, but it wouldn't have been possible if I hadn't been willing to give him the necessary tools and equipment to get the job done. So what I encourage you guys is equip your coworkers, empower them to get things done, and lead by example. All right, hope that helps. Bye.